Hey, welcome to another episode of Paddleboard Places. We take you to places to paddleboard and kayak all across the country. We'll show you where to go, where to park, how much it would cost, where you ought to launch, and what you should expect to see.
Today we're in Page, Arizona at Horseshoe Bend.
And we are so excited to be here. We've been dreaming about this paddle for a long time.
It's quite an adventure paddle.
Oh yeah.
It's an all-day experience, probably 5 to 8 hours, depending on how far up the river you start.
And how fast you go.
If you want to wander, see some trails, see some hikes, or just paddle straight down.
And we had to prep for this thing. This is not your normal paddle, so we're bringing breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We had to make sure we had extra gear, plenty of water. Yeah, lots of stuff. What about staying overnight?
Well, we're kind of wimpy, so we're doing a hotel tonight. But you could camp along the way.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, make it a 2-day experience.
But it's gonna be a long paddle, and we're excited to show you Horseshoe Bend. Come on with us. It'll be a great day.
From Page, Arizona, you're gonna follow Highway 89 to 89A and then turn onto Lee's Ferry Road. And it's just at the very end of the road. Here's the entrance to Lee's Ferry. We were told about 6 miles down the road. Wow, what a beautiful drive coming in. Where we pulled into to pump up our boards. Looks like we launch right here. We see our boat just got in the water. Okay, the backhauling service we're using is Kayak Horseshoe Bend. He's gonna load us up. We're all ready to go. We just came down this ramp.
Haven't even left the dock yet, and we're seeing some wild horses across the way. Pretty start to the morning. Pretty calm waters. Let's hope it stays that way, huh? Boat ride's part of the experience and really cool. And it's cool to see what you're going to paddle by before you see it. A lot of fun. And man, the water looks glassy.
There goes Hunter. He dropped us off. We're on our own.
I'm eating breakfast though.
John's got to eat real quick. The hotel breakfast didn't start before we had to leave.
Pretty easy. We're launching right from the beach. Got our boards ready. We got food for a couple of days. Now food for one full day. We wanted to be prepared, and that white cooler is all full of water and sandwiches and stuff. So we're ready to go.
10 miles is where he dropped us off.
And it's called Petroglyph Beach.
Technically it's across the river. But
yeah. So we're gonna launch from here and let's go. We ready?
Ready.
I'm excited.
Okay, our boat guide Hunter told us that it's a pretty hefty fine if you're not wearing a life jacket on the Colorado River.
$135. So you want to wear them. Some places will let you just put them under your bungee and use your ankle strap as a float, a life jacket, but here you gotta wear them, and so make sure you do so you don't get that fine.
Go. We are heading out. Horseshoe Bend, here we come.
Man, the water's really clear. It's about 3 feet deep. You can see down the bottom, but I've seen deeper spots, 8 to 10 feet, and you can still see down there. Very clear and calm as can be. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and good time to go. Okay, here's the longhorn sheep coming down for a meal. There's mom, and here comes a baby. Baby's a little more scared to get in the water. This is called Petroglyph Beach. This is where you typically can get dropped off at. Up there you see those beige buildings. Those are outhouses. So there's some restrooms here. And there's some petroglyphs on the wall if you want to do a little hike. Hopefully it's not too hot, but great spot to check out.
You just can't get over the views. Every little corner you turn, there's more beautiful rocks.
some of the locals. There's lots of ducks here. We've already seen a bunch. Very cool. We're now in the Horseshoe Bend part of it, and here's the observatory up at the top. I don't know if you can see people up there. Hang on, Allison's bumping me.
Sorry.
Thanks, honey. But from the lookout area, which is above, right across is a beach where you can camp. There's a fire pit there, a fire pit right in here, and then bathrooms up at the top. So if you wanted to spend the night, this is a good spot to do it, right across from the lookout. I'll show you.
Gotta watch out for boats coming up. Stay to the side. Here comes the wake. Look at that. All those slots right there. Like a piece could just fall at any time. Oh, was this the bookends he talked about? Books on a shelf. And then there were some over here too, right? Yeah, right there.
All right, coming down after the 9-mile marker, there is this rapids area, and it will take you. So you need to be prepared. I would suggest that you stay way over to the right side over here as you're coming down, so it doesn't suck you in. It's shallow, so if you have deeper fins, they're gonna get caught up, which ours did. Luckily we didn't fall or anything, but we've heard some dangerous stories about these rapids right here. So be prepared. Know that it's coming right after the 9-mile marker as you turn a corner. Be safe.
So cool. It's like that whole rock could just fall off. This rounded corner, it's like so cool. Big old rock corner.
One thing bad about this is that you've got constant backhaul boats that are taking people and dropping them off, which isn't bad in itself, but they fly through here like 30 miles an hour, and then you get all these waves coming at you. So you just got to be prepared for the waves, and if you hit them head on, you'll be good to go.
We're in a little bit of a rapids, nothing major, but just kind of fun. Some ducks over there floating in it. Look at that. Cliffs. Say hi, Ann.
Hey, on. How we doing? Beautiful beach area right after the rapids if you want to set up camp, have some lunch. Nice sandy beach. And you're back on your way. It's a fun ride. We're not to the end yet, but I would tell you, you got to try this. It's pretty cool if you want the adventure.
All right, so we have a cooler. Boat makes them, and we really are excited about it. It's our first time using it.
And the thing I like about it is you strap it to your board and you can sit on it rather than sitting on the board when you need a break. So if you're fishing or something, that's awesome. So on a trip this long, you're going to need to bring some extra food and water with you. We got this cooler. It's called Cooler. They didn't sponsor us. I want to tell you about it. The thing I like is you got this seat here and it's got a little foam on it. This just pulls in and flaps up. You've got a bottle opener right there, and then look what you can fit in here. I think we've got the equivalent of about 12 bottles of water. We've got food in here, grapes. I mean, there's a ton of stuff. It's got a lot of room. It's bigger than it looks.
We just froze water bottles.
And it's been in here for 24 hours.
We packed
and
it
everything's
yesterday.
still frozen and still good. You strap these down to your D-rings, one on each side.
Their straps are on back order, so we just got these on Amazon.
We just got some straps, any strap. And there's probably a few other coolers out there, but this is a good thing if you're doing a longer than normal ride and you're going to need some food. If you're
want a
camping,
seat.
This would be good. And if you want a seat, all those things work together for the cooler to be a good option for you. Cool little sandbar right here We're not really that far from the middle of the river. There's a sandbar from the middle all the way to that sandy beach over there. Cool variety. You're gonna love it. Okay, so we turn this corner and the cold breeze off the water cooled the place down by like 10 degrees. It was palatable. When you say it was palatable, honey?
Yes.
And look at this, crazy cool. Loving this ride. We're coming up to some rapids, but there's also this over here. We're gonna try to go down here and see if this goes through. We're hoping it does. If not, we gotta come back and brave those. They don't look too bad. We should be good. Okay, this is what we told you we were doing, and I got stuck. It's really shallow. So if you have a really big fin in the back, you want to be careful. Allison did it right, but she went over to the deeper part over there and out into the middle and then turned. But I'm stuck and I need to carry it out. So be careful. Found this spot where the water is just clear as can be. And you got all this greenery down to the bottom, a few fish. It's all part of the experience. It's very, very cool. And a lot of reflections. If you're a big photographer, I mean, look at that reflection. That's it's an awesome photo opportunity right here. So they do have these mile markers. We're at the 4-mile mark right now, which here I'll show you that. And across from the 4-mile marker there is some hike. Our guide told us about it. Don't remember it. We're not here to hike today, but look it up if you want to stop for a while and hike. That's where you go. We are 4 miles left. And we're doing good. We're not starving. We're hydrated. And we're having a great time. Okay, so we're in about the 3-mile mark. And we are just riding with the current. I've had lunch. We've been out 5 hours, 5.5. We got probably another hour or so to go. And just letting the current take us to the end. Okay, so we got in these rapids. It's a little crazy, and there's just a couple of spots the whole time, but we just got in. Now we're finally getting out. But yeah, it was choppy there for a while with white caps.
Okay, we're crossing the river because we spotted a wild horse. Check out this wild horse. Don't worry, I'm zoomed in. We're taking another break. The wind has picked up. It's been a little bit of a tough paddle, probably the last mile. I think we're only about a mile back.
We're still
mile
hot,
out.
So
we just got in and got wet.
48 degrees cools it down.
Yes, it does.
So we gave Horseshoe Bend really good ratings, 10s everywhere, except for the cost. It is a little pricey, but would you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's a great spot. You want to go. It's worth the money, and it ended up with a 9.8 out of 10, one of our best ratings ever.
It was amazing.
Hey, so that was Horseshoe Bend in Page, Arizona, and what a wild ride it was.
That was quite the adventure. We started about 11 miles up and floated down, hit some wind right at the end.
Took us 7 hours.
About a little rough.
Yeah, last mile was rough, but
we stopped a lot. We ate lunch. Yeah. We had water breaks and swim breaks.
Lots of selfies. And
so probably a good 5 hours of really paddling.
Yeah.
And then a couple hours of playtime.
Yeah, it was a good ride. I would say it's worth your time. It's worth the money. You got to get a backhaul to get you up there and drop you off.
And you want to go early in the morning because wind usually picks up about now and it gets hotter. We caught the 6:45, but by the time we left, it probably wasn't 7:30. We got up to the dam 8:30. I don't think we hit the river till about 9 a.m.
And it was still a good time, but the earlier the better.
Yeah.
Don't go in the afternoon.
Especially if it's hot. We are here the 1st of June, so it's not too hot yet, in the 90s. I would imagine summer you don't want to do it. Wait till fall.
Yeah, wait till fall.
Or spring would be great.
Yeah.
So it was an awesome ride. Highly recommend it. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Hey, and until next time, keep on paddling, everyone.